Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Friday, April 18th. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about our progressive faith community and how you can be a part of it, no matter where you live in the world. Watch our streaming programs, ask for prayer, make donations, and follow us on social media. If you live in South Florida, be sure to check out the Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts, offering entertainment for the LGBTQ+ community to benefit the LGBTQ+ community. Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There's no streaming TV show like this in the entire world. In 2025, we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots Magazine, the 5th anniversary of Queer News Tonight, with nearly 10,000 stories and 10 million views in 2024. We will produce the 25th anniversary of Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th, Pride Fete Diversity Pride in August, and Pride Fort Lauderdale next February. We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies. If you enjoyed the Queer God Squad, please share this or other episodes with your friends, family, and social media communities. This is the Sunshine Cathedral Perspective. Brothers kiss on White Lotus. What could it mean? White Lotus's Ratliff brothers, Saxon and Lochlan, are two attractive young men, one early 20s, the other 18, with some intense energy between them. The younger Lochlan seems to have a crush on, or at least admiration, complicated by attraction for, the older Saxon. Is it mutual? Hard to say, but on Lochlan's end, the attraction is clear. Clearer still when the brothers have a three-way with a married woman, and the brothers kiss, and seemingly more. Lochlan is also close to his sister, Piper. She is interested in Buddhism, and Lochlan considers joining her in monastic life at a Thailand monastery. Saxon is obsessed with sex, so maybe Lochlan isn't so much pining for his brother as he is trying to bond with both siblings by delving into the things that fuel the engines of their lives. The day after the infamous and somewhat incestuous three-way sex scene, Saxon is nauseated. Is it revulsion from the previous night's debauchery, or is he merely hungover? The wild night took place on a yacht, perhaps he's seasick. Is the scene meant to shock, horrify, arouse, cause viewers to rethink certain taboos and mores? Are we meant to sympathize with one character or the other, or be confounded by the whole situation? In any event, the scene shows the power of art to make one think deeply, and if it achieves nothing else, that's worth the price of admission, or streaming television, as the case may be. White Lotus, third season, I love it. Each season is sort of self-contained, but also related to the previous season. So the White Lotus is always a resort, but they're everywhere. So they're in Thailand now, and before they were in Greece or something, and then before that they were in another place, maybe the Caribbean. Now I forgot the locations, but it's always a different place. But then the cast sort of travels around. There's like one person or two people from the previous that always shows up. So it's connected, but if you start anywhere, you'll still be fine. And it's always been sexy. Always, pushing the bounds of what you expect to see on television. But yeah, this is a new area they've gone into. The younger brother is clearly sort of smitten with his older brother. Is it just like a silly crush? Is it true incestuous, passion? Is it just the youngest kid doing whatever he can to feel accepted by the older kids? Because it's just as into having his brother show him the ropes about sexuality, he's also that attached to his sister with her spiritual pursuits. He's even going to join a monastery with her, where there presumably won't be all that sexy stuff going on. So it's complex, and that's what I love about it. Is it this? Is it that? Is it terrible, or is it just complicated? Is there something redemptive about it? The whole taboo about incest is about it's not good genetically. Your gene pool is not big enough to make sure that your children will be healthy. First cousin is some danger, but sibling, you're almost guaranteed danger of your children, or you with your aunt or uncle. So the closer, by second cousin on, it doesn't matter for child. But does that apply when you're two women or two men, when children is not in the equation? Well, then is it two consenting adults trying something on? Or is it still icky? And if it's icky, is it icky because we've been enculturated to believe it's icky, or is it innately icky? Questions. And that's what I love about art. And that's what I love about healthy spirituality. And that's what I love about real education, is that you ought to walk away with some new questions and even questioning some of your old answers. So it's fascinating. It's fine if you're uncomfortable with it. I think probably most people are. But there's even something to be said about discomfort and, and then asking your questions about that. So it's powerful art. It's powerful art because it's risque, because it's provocative. And I think they're very courageous to do it. And if we make moral judgments about it, well, fine. These are characters that we can like them or hate them or make moral judgments. They're not real. So we can feel any kind of way. And, we're fine. It's fine to do that. I think they're brave, though, to mix it up that way.
I've not seen White Lotus, but I got to tell you, anytime a program, a play, a movie, whatever, requires us to think about our deeply held beliefs, maybe even rethink them. Well, kudos to them. Let's think about it.
Well, I'm just going to say the Queer God Squad boldly going where most would probably not.
That's true.
By bringing up these type of topics. Yay, us. And if you haven't followed the White Lotus series so far, I mean, it really is a fascinating show all the way through. I'm still waiting for one of my favorite characters to return. But anyway, not to give anything away, but still, I think this is they really have boldly gone where most shows don't go. And it does, if you're disturbed by it, this may not be the thing to watch, but if you're curious about what comes up, like, oh, let me rethink this. And it has nothing to do with the Bible. And it's like, let me just rethink this morally. What do I think about it for myself? How does this play out? And there's a lot of other sexual stuff that goes on in the show as well that you can still question a lot of stuff about, not just this. But I'm going to look a little bit at, like, I wonder if someone's about to come out, and if this is the honest way of working out how they come out. I don't know. It's plausible. And the one that may come out is not the one that you might suspect is the one who might come out. That's what I love about this and this questioning, because you just don't know. There's a lot to this.
My mother and grandmothers, both my grandmothers, they love daytime soap operas. And I remember in the 70s, I remember growing up, this kind of stuff happened all the time, but it was in the daytime when kids were in school. So I loved being sick, because then I could be home with my chicken soup and all my children. And scandalous, this one woman, I had been married like 19 times over the course of my life, and she was and so this is not new, y'all.
We would get home just in time to watch my favorite one. It was called Santa Barbara.
Oh my goodness.
And Eric, oh my God. Anyway, yes, Kevin.
You took my opening line.
That's today.
I said opening line. I got more. TV, though, has always been the leader in one way or another in breaking down barriers. Soap operas. In the soap operas, you had your first black-white couple. And my grandmother said that didn't play in the South for a very long time. In the soap operas, you started hearing cuss words. When we say cuss words, words like bitch that you never heard before. And it would trickle down to nighttime television, and then you had All in the Family that broke taboos all over the place. So now you get to White Lotus.
You know they get beeped now? The reruns get beeped.
Do they?
Yeah, all the family
channels.
I did not know that.
Some of the things that they said.
I would hate watching.
They said the 70s get.
I would hate watching that. I'm right now watching again L.A. Law. I know I mentioned it to you guys before.
I love L.A. Law.
And the taboos that they kicked out. They had trans rights. They had abortion rights. They had. They dealt with rape. They dealt with incest. They dealt with almost everything. So again,
women, the
it's
Golden
not
Girls?
new. It's not new. And I always say that, especially now, you got 900 channels. If something doesn't fit with you on a particular show, it's not for you, but White Lotus, you might want to check it out, because it speaks a lot to what's going on in our world for real.
And before the Hays Code, family films were, very provocative, and yet things that happened at the time, we have now sort of whitewash them. There's a line in the first season of The Golden Girls where they've been robbed and Blanche is looking for her mother's jewelry and she comes out with flour all over her face.
I remember that.
Because she hides her jewels in the flour and she keeps the flour in the... So anyway, so she comes out and she's like, oh, they got my mama's jewels. And Dorothy says, well, at least they didn't get your cocaine.
Yeah.
That line is beeped or redacted now on a lot of channels.
Is it really? I watch it on streaming, so.
Yeah.
And so our house was vandalized once. It was actually a strange, it was just crazy. I mean, he was ill.
Yeah.
And he was hallucinating that our house was on fire and someone was inside. So he was trying to break into our house to save somebody. It was not on fire and no one was inside. So anyway, he had to spend a few days in the hospital. But anyway, once we found out, what got broken and, doors and windows that he was trying to get into and made the police report all, we're calling our friends who are buffs of the, I'm like, buff, it's a cult. I mean, it's their religion. So, so I said, Robert, take this photo. I went in the kitchen, I put myself with flour. And I said, at least they didn't get my cocaine. They were through. They said, you have just had a horrifying experience and you go right to shtick. Oh, yeah. There you go.
Those are the things that get us through, right? Uh-huh.
There's this line in Mame where Mame, her husband dies. Like, she's not even through with the funeral before she looks in the mirror and she said, look at you. You look like you've been to a funeral. And when my grandmother died, and I was just devastated. I could barely stand myself. At the funeral home, I looking for a full-length mirror, and I said, look at you. You look like you just come from a funeral. Aww. It got me through the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these things,
they carry
religion, TV, film, theater, songs, it's all of a piece. Yeah. And sometimes it gets real, sometimes it gets raunchy. I think that's one of the reasons that it's so compelling for us. There is, on mid-century modern, yeah. Now it's streaming. Hulu, so that makes it, although even they have censored a thing or two, but they say words that I would think twice about saying, and I say anything. I swear like a sailor. So but actually I love that. I'm not offended by it. I'm like, I find that permission giving. Wait till what I say now.
We had a friend who just the other day posted 3 words on her Facebook page, and all she said was damn, damn, damn.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought either she's quoting from Good Times,
yes.
Mama from Good Times, or she's watching a football game. And she was watching a football game.
And I know which friend you're talking about.
And this game. Because I just said, because I said, damn. And I said, does this have something to do with sports ball?
It was basketball. It was
basketball.
Was it Duke?
Guys. Yeah.
I knew it was, I was like, that's either Florence or it's basketball. Okay.
It was a
North
Carolina.
Bob.
Well, that's today with the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, we want to invite you to join Sunshine Cathedral on a wonderful travel experience and help our mission for our community. Join us on the Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise. This unique 3-day cruise will sail from Miami on the $1 billion and ultra-deluxe 170,000-ton MSC Seascape on November 2nd, 2025. The cruise is for the Florida AIDS Walk. Your participation helps 13 vital beneficiaries in our community. The cruise is an incredible value starting at just $199 and is also a fundraiser for the Sunshine Cathedral. Parties, special events, and more aboard, including a special unlimited beverage and open bar with Wi-Fi for all 3 days for just $68. We invite you to join us on this amazing cruise for fun. This vital cruise for good.
Again, I invite you to share this episode on your social media, and I also welcome you to find Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram. You can also like our Bishop pages on Facebook. My page is Bishop Darrell Watkins, that's 2 R's and 2 L's, Bishop Darrell Watkins D. Min, that's short for Doctor of Ministry, and Robert's page is Bishop Robert Griffin D. Min. We're both on TikTok as well.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We're here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and discuss what our LGBT community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that. We all are in this together.
Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.